Around a long time. This is by far the best spread we've ever had at any party. This is way over the top here.
Thank the vendors.
I have to come in tomorrow morning to write the credits. As Jimmy said, there's a lot going on in my life right now. It's a really exciting time. First and foremost is I'm going to be a grandpa. That's life-changing in itself. And then retire, which is a little more complicated. It's really bittersweet. I love what I do. I love the clothing. I love the creativity. I like the people I deal with. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to handle that yet. But it's a new part of my life. It's a great opportunity. And I'm very excited and anxious to see the challenges and the experiences that are going to come in this next phase. I hope some of it still has to do with the industry. And I'll miss all of you guys. Some of you people, Peter cheeked out, but I know for those 26 years. And if you think about it, we spend more time together than we spend with our families and our friends. And we work together, and if I was younger, I would be more socially involved, but they leave me out. But it's okay. I understand. I go home to my bottle of Barolo and my wife, and everything is fine. And I'm going to miss you guys. But really, mostly what I'm going to miss is doing pickups. That's really the thing. On a little more serious note, though, I want to say that Ken, Jim, and I have been together a long time. And over those years, and they kind of alluded to the examples, they've been particularly gracious and understanding and generous in many, many ways. And in particular, I think I've said this to Ken once or twice, but when my dad passed away, I received an email from Ken that will stay with me for the rest of my life. It was uplifting and understanding and helped me through a very dark time. And basically what he said is that my dad would be very proud of me and that I had whatever time I needed to put myself back together and come back to work. And I really appreciate it very much. It was very personal. Jim and I have worked together as closely as Siamese twins. You know? We huddle about almost everything in the world. And he's a lot more easygoing than Ken. He knows how to put me down in a much better way. I knew his kids would turn out great, but it's really wonderful how Ken's kids turn out. He probably doesn't treat him the same way as he does me. It's been a great ride, and we've done great things together. When I first came to the store, it was the time, and there were a lot of businesses like that. It was a discount store, wasn't very attractive, and working together, and when I came, brought in some new kinds of merchandise, took the store in a whole new direction, and created something that's really incredible. And we're the survivors, there's nobody else left. It's incredulous that we are the only men's store in New York. And I think that these guys deserve an awful lot of credit for that. It's a lot of hard work, it's a lot of dedication, and it's a lot of scary ups and downs with everything that's going on, and we plod through it every day. And
Mark, I was actually saying today to Ken, sorry to interrupt, but I was saying today that if you were not with us, we would be a discounter still, because we were buying suits for $200 and selling them for $399, and we would have stayed there. We wouldn't have changed that.
And you should have seen what they look like.
And Mark kept saying, sell that $200 suit at $595. What are you, crazy? And guy walks in and bought the suit at $595. And from that day, I mean, we probably would be out of business as a discounter in New York City on Union Square. So, you know, give you a lot of credit for margin. So.
We seriously did some great things together in this industry. You know, we built this unbelievable formal wear department that has an amazing opportunity to grow, and we're very proud of that. And we're very proud of the fact that we knew enough and were willing enough, and that people had enough regard for us that we created product when product didn't exist. I was talking to David Schuster the other day, and he remembered the first fashion slim suit that we carried. We basically created, and now I'm not a designer, but I know specs and stuff. We created with Joseph Abboud and Jack Victor, two companies who to this day can't make a slim suit. And that carried us for the first couple of years until BCBG came around and Zany came around. You know, so we really were forerunners in this industry. You know, these guys deserve more credit than they get for being a moving force. You know, and there's never going to be another Rothmans. There was never another Rubenstein, Rubenstein and Son. And I hope you guys are in business another 100 years. And I can't thank you enough for that.
Anybody else care to put any words? Mark, here's just a tiny little something, by the way.
It's not a tie.
Please.
It's not a tie.
It's not a tie. I don't think it's a tie. We know you like socks. We know you like socks.
This is the best. This is the best. This is great. Yes.
I'd rather see you find it better than make it.
Oh my God.
That's classic.
Are they insulated?
What vendor made that for you?
Mark, should I get a pair of these? He's gonna get royalties on those, trust me.
I'm going to try and sell you a dozen pair next week.
We're gonna wear those to the market.
I know, consignment. No problem. And now, I'd like to be a part of giving something back to somebody who's really the heart and soul of the business. Without her, it doesn't run. Okay? You can put all the merchandise you want that we all select and work hard to put in there, but without Jennifer, we haven't got a business. So Jen, this is really not for you, it's for your boys, but they deserve it, and so do you.
Well done.
Larry, you want to say something?
Unlike, or maybe like many of us here, my dad sold camel hair coats to you. And when I first started with my brother in the thing I was never going to do, which is menswear, he sent me to East Broadway to talk to Rubensteins. And Mark and his dad, and I'm proud that we're still talking to each other today. He's taught all of us from the other side of the table lots of stuff every week, every time we're together. I think if each of us had 5 to 10 more Mark Rubensteins on our Rolodexes or on our phones, our jobs and our careers would be a lot better. I'd like to say thank you for lots of people who really respect what you do. A little known fact is that this has been 26 years.
26 years with us.
Every 6 months that Mark is still at Rothmans, I go to the Union Square Cafe and have a drink by myself. He's still there.
The rest of the week, he drinks at his local saloon.
It's really been an honor and a pleasure to be your friend. And you guys have done an amazing job. It's an amazing store. And thanks for tonight. It's very special.
All right, talk amongst yourselves.